The senator from Vermont.
I just wanted to say a few words to try to reflect, I think, what tens of millions of Americans are feeling at 11:25 tonight with the threat of a government shutdown in 35 minutes.
Does it anger you even that the sides can't compromise on something like the budget?
Not really anger, but maybe just a bit amazed that in such a democratic country, two sides can really find a middle ground.
I wish the majority leader had not said he intends to continue to use the threat of a default to engage in brinksmanship to try to force Obamacare on the American people.
They don't really have an incentive to compromise, because if they do compromise and they go back to their districts, which are really, really red and really, really anti-Obamacare, they could lose their job. They could face a primary.
They won't even negotiate with us on anything.
What have the Democrats compromised on? Nothing.
Harry Reid will not negotiate with John Boehner. The president will not meet with John Boehner.
The president refuses to compromise on anything.
You don't get resolution unless people sit at the table, work together, and try to bridge these divides. No bridge! There's no divide. It's a law! What? I don't understand this!
So you think it's all just a lot of hype?
It's just hot air.
The part of the problem is not just the rhetoric, it's the fact that we're so polarized in what we've done to each other as parties over the last 30 years in redistricting that it's very, very hard to overcome your own constituencies and move to the middle.
So what they did was, when they sent the continuing resolution to the Senate, they attached some riders, some kind of like extra stuff in there that basically tried to delay the implementation of Obamacare.
Every member of the Senate has strong feelings. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. But when you are in the minority, they do not control the White House. They do not control the United States Senate. They cannot force the American people to give them what they want.
What you are trying to do, the Tea Party is trying to do, is impossible.
Now, I just take a public opinion card to see what voters think of me, and public blames you. God damn it! Get out! Get out, you cheaters!
I think one of the reasons Obama isn't negotiating is because he thinks he has the stronger hand. He's looking at polls that say, yes, Obamacare is very unpopular, but the government shutdown is more unpopular. Moreover, he's looking at polls that say the Republicans will get blamed more than the Democrats for the shutdown.
President Obama does not want to cut federal spending or reform entitlements. That is crystal clear. And the media loves President Obama. So the folks be damned.
In addition, Sean, what I think Obama sees is a split opposition.
A recent Pew Research study asked Americans who the leader of the Republican Party is. The clear winner is that famous GOP favorite, I don't know. Second place is the great GOP Senator Nobody, followed by none other than other?
We have so many winning issues against the president. I think it's a wing within our party, led by people like Ted Cruz, who have been really, as far as I'm concerned, carrying out a fraud with the people by somehow implying or even saying that this strategy is going to win.
The GOP strategy of, quote, activating conservatives' anger points rather than reaching out to moderates. Anger points like free health care for illegal immigrants and same-sex marriage, leading to scenes like this. A sitting United States senator from Rove's home state of Texas sharing the stage at a rally with this gentleman.
We are now ruled, quote unquote, by a president,
Imperialistic president,
who bows down to Allah.
The Tea Party is a bug up the elephant's ass.
When you speak like this and you say, well, the real thought behind all this is actually quite reasonable, we don't get to see any evidence of that.
You've got to sell it, or the polls will go against you. And that's the reality of the country in which we live.
In a democratic society, people have differences of opinion. Yes, we can make improvements in Obamacare.
There's a number of things we could do, but we cannot do it under the gun as we are now. So
we just offered you a 6-week extension of the debt limit.
6 weeks no good. You want to do this again, right? 6 weeks. You want to do this again in 6 weeks?
I feel the same way. Can we just stop this whole interview, please? You know, it's just a vicious circle. You dig your heels in, you say something stupid, then these dummies laugh, But where does it end?
It ends with defunding Obamacare.
I'm done. I hate this job.
It's unacceptable that the federal government would even need to come into this and put all these people at work. They don't really care. It's about them.